What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Glad to have you with us in the Magic City, Birmingham, Alabama Protective Stadium, home to the UAB Blazers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Blazers offense takes the field to start this game off. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
The give to the single back. Turning it on! He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Puts it out of the air. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he...
There he goes! Touchdown, UAB! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense will have its first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football. Up-tempo spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
On 3rd stopping short. They'll go to the power running game. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a grab past the marker. There he goes. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their second sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
Zings it complete to the right. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. This is why you recruit dudes, right? Quarterback distributes, get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and let him do his thing.
Dude makes quarterback look good. I mean, you get it to him in space, and watch. He'll break the tackles. He'll make those.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Right on the money. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Blazers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Blazers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running to the left. Shows him the stiff arm. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll go back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. It's complete to the left. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making side adjustments here. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't.
Got some room, heading to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown,
rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a drive there of 84 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Cradles it at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Quarterback may change this route. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, UAB. And they take it in for 6 more points. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UCF is in front. They played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by 7 over Old Dominion. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely
trying to burn this defensive back. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Blazers will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the left. Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And the timing just a hair off.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Wolverines will punt this one away.
Number 15 in punt formation to kick it away.
No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. The give. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's a draw, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Blazers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He'll set up to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. The Blazers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
First down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement unleashes one deep. To the end zone, and is picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. Oh, he's looking to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Blazers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust.
He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Old Dominion. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Blazers with the 1st and 10.
For a first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense off guard there with the bootleg. I don't think the ball handling was great by the quarterback. One reason why it didn't really fool anybody defensively. Give the defense credit. Good job with their eyes. They don't give up too many yards at all.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Blazers are moving quickly down the field.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
The give to the back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Fights off the defender. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, going to the air. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll move the wide receiver. Hands it off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll leave it with him. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Pressure coming. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Man, that's one of those as an offense you're just staring. No, look at his toe. He was out. He was out. The defender was so close to keeping something in bounds to make that an interception, but there's a reason he plays DB, and he's up that side of the football probably because he can't control his body and even get that far.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Running to Green. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the right side.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 60 in punt formation to kick it away.
Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. So here comes the Michigan offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front
Lofts one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit.
He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to...
And it's picked off for the third time today. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Blazers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Rushes on him. clock stops, we have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. They'll go to the ground. And some room to work. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. And the Blazers will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Going to sling it on second down. He's taking a deep shot. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Balmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Going right to work up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. At midfield, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger. That last score sort of like the finishing touch on a great meal as they are oh so close to tasting victory and getting ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.